What's up everybody? My name is Emma and welcome to my first YouTube video. I wanted to start this YouTube channel because my fiance and I have officially started our IVF journey. We first met with our fertility doctor July 13th, but in preparation for that appointment I really wanted to know what I was getting into and how to make this experience the best it could be and to get us to the end goal, which is to have a baby. When I started doing the preparation and the research, I really couldn't find a lot of videos or information just out there, whether it was on Google, Instagram, YouTube. So I kind of dug into doing my own research, reading some different books, and I wanted to kind of bring it all here to you guys. So maybe you could benefit from the information that I have found, or maybe it can navigate you into a direction of research that you want to do for yourself and your fertility journey. So the research I really dove into was how to improve my health, how to improve my fertility, and my egg quality. What I found was a lot of supplements and some minor and major changes to my diet. So this first video is really just going to be about the research that I found, what supplements I've been taking since July, and what changes I've gone through with my diet, things I've tried to get rid of in my diet, things I've tried to bring into my diet. And just all of those changes as we prepare to start our stimulant shots in October. Before we get into it, I just want to remind you that I am not a doctor, and this is all just based on research and books that I've read. I've talked to my OBGYN, I've talked to my fertility doctor, and these are all safe things for me to take in my fertility journey. That doesn't mean that it will be the same for you. So please consult with your fertility doctor or OBGYN before trying any of these or making any changes to your diet. The first supplement I started to take was CoQ10. Just bought it in bulk at Costco. I take 300 milligram tablets a day, just once a day. CoQ10 is already made by every cell in our body. The problem is, as we age, we might not be making enough CoQ10 to keep up with the energy demands that we place on our body. So by taking CoQ10, I'm really helping boost my mitochondrial function, which in turn helps my egg quality and my embryo viability. The next thing I want to talk about is wild Alaskan salmon oil and the amazing omega-3s that are found in this. The serving size is 2 pills a day, so that is in total 2,000 milligrams. I do not like fish at all. I hate seafood. It's disgusting. We tried salmon when we first started our IVF journey in July. Cannot do it. Well, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it. So to make sure I'm getting the appropriate omega-3s, I started taking these supplements. And the main importance from the omega-3s that I am taking, or any of the omega-3s that you would get in fish, is that it decreases inflammation, and increased inflammation has ties to infertility. So wanting to decrease as much inflammation to improve my fertility throughout this journey. The next thing I would like to get into is my vitamin D. Again, I think I just got this at Walmart. There are several studies saying that vitamin D and having low levels of vitamin D can negatively impact fertility. When I went to my first fertility appointment that I mentioned in July, when they took a bunch of labs, they saw that my vitamin D levels were low. So I talked to my fertility doctor about supplementing with vitamin D. We thought that was a good idea and that we needed to get my levels up for fertility. So that is why I am on these. Next, I want to talk about my prenatal vitamin. My OB recommended. It is Nature Made from Walmart. It has folic acid plus DHA in it. Throughout the research that I did and the books that I read, folic acid within the prenatal or natural folate are very important. Folate improves egg quality, it helps with IVF success rates, and a high diet in folate improves progesterone, but also decrease risks of ovulation disorders. So the next thing that I do want to talk about is my diet, things that I've changed about my diet, things I've completely gotten rid of, and things that I've added to my diet. When I met with my fertility doctor in the beginning of July, he asked about my caffeine consumption. We both agreed that I was drinking way too much caffeine. He told me all I would need to do is decrease my caffeine intake, but I don't think I can do that. So I just completely quit cold turkey back at the beginning of July and haven't had caffeine since. Something else that I completely quit was drinking alcohol back in July when I quit caffeine, quitting alcohol for obvious reasons. He said quitting or decreasing my caffeine intake and cutting out alcohol back in July was gonna give my body enough time to heal from those things for stimulant shots in October. Something else that I cut out were refined carbs like white bread and cereal. I really tried to start moving my way towards slower digested carbs like quinoa, steel cut oats, wild rice, and lentils. Those keep you full longer and they raise your blood sugar levels much slower than the refined carbs like white bread and cereal, and that's better for your fertility and just overall health. Something else that I read about limiting were like colored carbs, I guess, like pumpkin, winter squash, yams, sweet potatoes, any kind of fried potatoes, and carrots. So I haven't really completely cut those out because I had french fries yesterday, but really decreasing my intake on those. I've also really tried to start cooking with healthier fats like olive oil, avocado oil. I've really tried to increase my intake in nuts like walnuts, macadamia nuts, and then seeds. So flaxseed. I think flaxseed's the only thing I've kind of increased, and sunflower seed. I've put those in smoothies. And if anyone was wondering where I got a lot of my information and research from, I highly recommend this book. It Starts with an Egg by Rebecca Fett. It was such a good read, such an easy read. She really brought it down to a level that I was able to understand. She threw in so many research articles. She has great website links to even more information and things to take via supplements, diet, and all that kind of stuff. So again, I really recommend reading this book. Well, I hope you guys found this information helpful. I hope throughout these videos that I'm at least able to help one person on their fertility journey, no matter what that fertility journey looks like. I definitely plan to keep making these videos, not only for you guys, but for myself. I think what better place than to have a YouTube channel and vlogs to look back on within a year, 5 years, 10 years of my start of IVF to the end of IVF, the good, the bad, the ugly of IVF. So I hope we can get through this together. I'll see you in the next one.